He was born on April 15th, 1452, in a small town called Vinci, nestled among the rolling hills of Tuscany. Illegitimate, without a formal surname, he was simply called Leonardo from Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci. No one could have predicted that this boy, born to a notary and a peasant woman, would one day redefine what it meant to be a genius. As a young child, Leonardo showed an insatiable curiosity. While other boys chased each other through fields, Leonardo studied the wings of birds, the patterns of rivers, and the anatomy of animals. He was fascinated by nature, not just its beauty, but its secrets. He wanted to know how things worked and why they existed. When he was around 14, his father recognized his talent for drawing and apprenticed him to Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's leading artists. Under Verrocchio, Leonardo learned not only to paint, but also to sculpt, design, and engineer. He mixed pigments, cast statues, and studied mechanics. And soon the student surpassed the master. By his early 20s, Leonardo had established himself as an independent artist, yet he was never content to remain only a painter. He filled notebooks, thousands of pages, with sketches, observations, and ideas. He drew flying machines centuries before airplanes. He mapped out human anatomy with a precision that still amazes scientists today. He designed bridges, war machines, irrigation systems, and even humanoid robots. Most of these inventions never left the page, but they revealed the boundless dimensions of his mind. Leonardo's painting was no less extraordinary. In his Last Supper, he captured a moment of psychological tension, each apostle reacting in their own unique way to the news of betrayal. And then there's the Mona Lisa, perhaps the most famous painting in the world. Her expression, a faint smile, unreadable eyes, still fascinates viewers 500 years later. Was she amused? Was she hiding a secret? Leonardo never said, but Leonardo's brilliance wasn't just about what he created. It was about how he thought. He combined art and science, intuition and observation. He believed that to paint the human body well, you had to understand the muscles beneath the skin. To depict a storm, you had to understand the movement of water and wind. He didn't see disciplines as separate. To him, everything was connected. Leonardo lived in Italy during the Renaissance, a time when art, science, and philosophy were flourishing. Yet even among giants like Michelangelo and Raphael, Leonardo stood apart. He worked for powerful patrons like the Medici family, the Duke of Milan, and eventually King Francis I of France. Toward the end of his life, he was invited to the French court, where he continued to write and sketch until his death in 1519. Leonardo da Vinci left behind far more than paintings and notebooks. He left a legacy of curiosity, a blueprint for what it means to be a lifelong learner. He showed us that knowledge has no boundaries, that an artist can also be an engineer, that a scientist can also be a philosopher. More than 5 centuries after his death, we are still trying to catch up to Leonardo. He remains one of history's most fascinating figures, not just because of what he accomplished, but because of the way he thought. In a world driven by specialization, Leonardo da Vinci reminds us of the power of thinking broadly, of asking why, and of imagining the impossible. Thank you for listening to Explained Under 5 Minutes. If this episode helped you find a little more clarity, consider subscribing and sharing with someone who could use it too. Until next time, stay strong, stay present, and stay curious.